Can the Pacific Northwest Challenge become the second only of the state-only challenges to win, defeat, be victorious at the end of one season? That is what is on the line today as we have the Super Bowl against the Las Vegas Raiders, or as I was calling them at the end of last episode, the Sin City Raiders. Just sounds a lot better. A lot on the line. Can Gardner Minshew lead us to a Super Bowl win today against Joe Burrow and just an overall really good Raiders team? We'll find out. And it will be Gardner Minshew up first with our offense, starting with a more traditional set, 2 tight ends to receivers as Gardner Minshew looks to scramble, shakes first tackler, and will slide down, gain of 6. We saw him do this quite a lot this postseason, and it's worked out pretty well for us. He doesn't have great stamina because of it, but he's still getting the job done as we hook up with Juwan Johnson, who will get the first down of the Super Bowl. He's been pretty solid for us at that tight end spot. Helped seal the win in the wild card with a fake goal. Why can I not think of the word? Field goal. That's what it is. Flag comes in, luckily helping me out. Obviously not with the holding call, but with just giving me a second to stop stumbling around. As we have a 1st and 20. From the pistol, Gardner Minshew going to dump this one off Alexander Mattison, who has had a really solid rushing attempt this postseason. His first play is a catch, loses 1. So that, not fantastic. As we stick with a spread look here, 2 set either side. As Juwan Johnson comes in motion, it's a tight end jet sweep that will actually gain some yards. 5, still 3rd and long. And with it, we'll try to convert with 2 up top, 1 down below, dump off into double coverage. Interesting choice will be a punt. Now can Joe Burrow lead this Raiders offense to victory today? He had a really good regular season. 5,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. However, our defense has been extremely impressive, winning the NFC Conference Championship for us. We did not score a single point on offense and still won the game. Just goes to show how good this defense can be for us, and hopefully they come through for us. With Joe Burrow, they also have a superstar receiver coming in motion, perhaps Stephon Diggs, and another superstar tight end, as that receiver does get the catch and the first down. Not Stephon Diggs, though, it is Godwin. So still really good player. Their tight end as well, really good. I mean, overall, this is going to be a really good team as they've made it to the Super Bowl, and they've gone with their superstars on their first 2 plays. Now, while it might be slightly funny, their tight end is David Njoku, but in these series, he tends to perform really well, and he's gotten the boost all the way up to a superstar. Have I been saying star? Superstar. As Godwin gets another first down for him. They're just going to those 2 superstars, as well as their X Factor. And Burrow with a quick throw, finally not to a superstar. Number 86 gets the grab, not a first down, which I feel like has been the first thing to not be a first down since the first play. That was Darius Slayton with the grab. As they go with their first run play right down the middle, will get the first down as they move inside the red zone. Harris, the running back, then leaves the backfield as they have an empty look here. Joe Burrow sitting in the pocket, will go across the middle to another wide open tight end, David Njoku once again. So while gave the defense so much hype at the beginning of this drive, they haven't shown anything. 1st and goal with the goal line set. We'll give you a handoff right down the middle and not getting into the end zone. Questionable call. Definitely looked like Wingard got the stop in time, but they put the points on the board. Well, safe to say, not the best start for us here in the Super Bowl. We went 3 and out after getting the penalty, backing us up quite a bit, and then defense didn't do a thing against their offense. Hopefully this drive for us goes much better and we can tie this game up. Gaskins checks in at running back here after the 5-yard rush from Madison. Will be a pass. Minshew in the pocket. Up top, we'll find Kendrick Bourne just inches shy. About half the length of the football as we come out in shotgun, bunch down below, one up top. Will be a pass, quick throw, gonna find Juwan Johnson. Gone his way quite a bit to start this game. Unfortunately, he was also the one that had the holding penalty on the previous drive that backed us up well early. But if he can make up for it, all's fine. Gonna go with the slant route up top. Gonna find Brandon Cooks, again close to the first down, just a little bit shy. This time about a yard, maybe a little bit less. But we'll rank it as 2nd and 1. Will be a handoff down the middle. Madison with some space. We'll get the first down and a few extra yards. And rather swiftly, into the second quarter with the first down on our first time into plus territory. Gaskins with some space. We'll pick up 8. Just trying to find that nice blend between short, quick passes and a strong run game. Read option, though. Powerful run from Gardner Minshew. He does not go down easily. Are going up against Chase Young, who is their top end, at least towards the top of the screen. Gardner Minshew sitting in the pocket. We'll dump this one off, and we'll get about a yard or two to Gaskin. So far, pass rush holding up fairly well so far. And we haven't given up too many big sack games. I think we had 1 or 2 throughout the season. But for the most part, the line has played pretty well for us. Gonna need to see that on through at least one more game, and specifically on this down to give us a first down on 3rd and 2. We hand it off, and we'll get the first down with Gaskin. Number 6 a little bit slow to get there. Just about a yard outside the red zone as we come out with a spread look to either side. Hard count, no one jumps. Minshew, quick throw, gonna find Juwan Johnson once again down to the 12. Minshew 7 of 8 to start his day, 40 yards on the dot. Can he find our way into the end zone, though? That's the biggest question. Let's go with a handoff right down the middle. Madison will power through with the first down to the 5. He's averaging 4 yards a carry today, 4 yards 16. Early on, we'll see how well that continues on. As we stay spread here on 1st and goal, read option gets swallowed up. Great play there from the D-line. They weren't biting on the handoff at all. Do like the play call, though. 2nd and goal, we come out with a bunch up top, one down to the bottom. Hodgins, the lone receiver, to bottom. As Minshew goes to scramble, coughs up the ball. And it will be a turnover. Davenport. Wow. Just under 4 minutes left here in the first half. We haven't been able to get any points on the board yet. Giving up 1 touchdown, granted only the 2nd drive here for the Raiders offense. See if we could have a much improved look from our defense. Definitely help us out. 2nd and 5 will be another handoff. Harris has some space. He's running pretty strong, but does not get the first down there. They say inches shy. Although you could clearly see that ball is past the line game, but it's in our favor. Let's see if the D-line can get a stop here for us. As they come out with 3 tight ends up top, we'll pass out of it. Need the sack, or the pick will work. Shaq Thompson breaks to the outside. Can't outrun the pursuing offense turned defense, but sets us up at the 25. Back-to-back turnovers here. This time in our favor, as we need to get the touchdown before half. We'll go with the draw. Gaskin cuts towards the middle. We'll pick up a few yards there. 6 on 1st down. On 2nd and 4, change up the look a little bit. 2 tight ends up top, 2 receivers down below. As Alexander Madison checks in, we're going to bring Kendrick Bourne in motion. He'll fake the jet sweep, dive down the middle. Madison finds some space and another first down. He also finds the 2-minute warning. As we have all 3 timeouts, we're down to the 13. Shouldn't have to use them to get into the end zone here. Would like to take up as much time as possible while still getting that touchdown. Dump this one off Gaskin down to the 9, barely inside the 10. And we'll stick with a pistol look here. 2 down below, 1 up top. Will be a pass. Minshew sitting in the pocket to the back of the end zone and out of the back of the end zone. One of only 2 incompletions for him on the day as we have a 3rd and 6, an empty set. Trips up top, 2 down below. Minshew is going to look to scramble, has some space down the middle, trucks through 2 to 3 defenders and into the end zone to level this thing up. As mentioned before, he will take the contact. He does not care. Now, unfortunately, the contact did cause a fumble for us on our 1st drive or 2nd drive, but defense comes through for us, forces a turnover, which we capitalize on. Now we just have to ask them to maintain this tied game into half or force another turnover or quick stop would also do well. Minute 21 and counting here as they set up the halfback screen with blockers in front. Great cut there from Harris. Cuts to the outside and out of bounds. Could have had the first down. They had 3 timeouts. Instead, he elects to step out, saving the timeout, but means they have to at least get a yard here to keep the drive moving. With a quick throw to the bottom, they will get that first down. Godwin has just been phenomenal. We'll say matchup for him probably in favor as he is lined up against Kyler Gordon, the rookie right now in that top slot. Burrow in the pocket, pass rush coming in, Purcell gets a hit and will loft out of bounds. Despite only being, a 70-71 overall, Purcell has been pretty solid for us in the middle. Would like to see some more pressure from the outside. That throw on the money. Only 2 incompletions as well for Burrow, same as Minshew, as they're going to bring number 15 in motion with an awkward animation there, but it is what it is. Burrow will throw across the middle. That's going to be another catch for Slayton. It's either been Slayton or their 2 superstar receivers, including the tight end. Njoku definitely more of the receiving tight end. I think he's done decently well in terms of blocking. As a quick throw, going to be another catch. This time 15 gets them all the way down to the 6. Nelson Aguilar popping up with the big play as Joe Burrow enters his X Factor. With another quick throw, this time down to Harris, and can easily get into the end zone. Defense does not hold the tie. And now we'll have to see if our offense has something left in them. 15 seconds to try to get any amount of points. And for one of the very few rare times I'm coming out here, we bring out Marcus Mariota. He has the better stamina here, and maybe that'll help us deliver a nice throw downfield. Brandon Cooks, can he make the play? No, but the defense with the DPI. That sets us up all the way down at the 28. Let's make a couple adjustments here. Want to have some routes go deeper. Johnson would like that to go to the front post or front pylon. We'll see who has the better route here. Going to have to roll out, throw this one underneath. Hodgins can't make the grab, instead picked off. Number 22, Awuzie, just cuts in front of Hodgins. And an opportunity to get at least 3 points goes to the wayside. Well, that's definitely not how you want to end the first half. Down 7 as the Raiders start the second half with a pick. Who is it? None other than Pat O outrunning Joe Burrow to tie this game up. He's been phenomenal this entire series. Led us in interceptions this year. Only player on defense to get a touchdown. Gets one in the biggest game as well. Well, the first half might have not been our game, but so far to start out the second half, really good, as Harris will start with a run here. We'll pick up a couple yards there. Should have been a tackle for a loss, but they managed to scrap together 3 yards there. That's kind of just been what they've done today. No matter what, they're getting yards, except when they throw the pick 6. As Burrow drops back here, has the open receiver Godwin with the first down and a couple extra. Burrow, besides the interceptions, which are his only incompletions on the day, has been really solid. Just some tough matchups for us. As Burrow going down to the bottom once again, Godwin gets the catch. We'll get another 7 yards for him on the day. We'll set him up with 2nd and 3 as they go under center, 2 up top. Will be a stretch. Here comes the defense, and they still gain a yard. How are they getting a yard on that? I mean, I guess you make it to the Super Bowl for a reason. You're making the plays. You're making the little things count. And they're definitely doing that. 3rd and 2. Can we get the stuff? He cuts. Still gets the first down, but a flag comes in late. Holding on Laramie Tunsil. We're catching a break. 3rd and 9. Can we make another play? Get off the field here. Give our offense the ball. Vita Vea gets some pressure. They get the catch. Turning for the first down. Aguilar still converts. Coverage definitely not up to par in this one, as they'll come out with a heavy look. 2 tight ends up top, 2 receivers below. Burrow dropping back, cross the middle, will find Godwin once again. That's definitely been the primary connection for him. 7 catches, 57 yards. And a couple, I think, of the interceptions going his way as well. Burrow up top, gonna find Njoku, gets at least 2. And we'll have another 3rd and short. 3 yardage needed, basically to the 40-yard line here for the Raiders. Hard count, no one jumps. Play action pass, Burrow going towards the top with a wide open Njoku. Wingard in pursuit, does not get the stop yet again. Another touchdown to a wide open receiver, this time David Njoku, the tight end. Oh, once again, playing from behind, something we've done quite often today. Hopefully we could get a easy drive set up here, tie this game up, maybe another quick turnover on defense, give our offense an opportunity to take a lead in this game. Although, to this point, seems a little bit too much to be asking for. 2nd and 7, 2 spread either side. As we're going to bring Kendrick Bourne in motion. He'll take the jet sweep. Does not really get a lead block, but spins off the first defender, breaking down the sideline to the midfield marker and brought down. Just fantastic second effort there from Kendrick Bourne. He's been pretty solid for us as our slot receiver. Gonna bring Juwan Johnson in motion here. He'll help lead the way with Madison right down the middle. Couldn't break away from that second group, but does pick up 3 on first down, and any amount you could gain on first down surely helps out. Also, I appreciate Bobby Okereke over on the defense here for the Raiders. Gonna bring in motion Dante Pettis. He hasn't gotten much play time. I surely hope Kendrick Bourne is not injured. I didn't see any notification, maybe just a little tired. At least that's the hope, as we have 3rd and 8. 3 down to the bottom, 1 up top. Minshew in the pocket, goes across the middle and misses the mark. Now once again, we have to rely on our defense here to make the plays. Offense only accounting for half our points today, and our defense really having to do everything else, including trying to stop this high-powered offense that at this point seems almost impossible to do so. They've gotten first downs on, I would say, probably like 45, maybe half of their plays. Not getting much of a pass rush either. Their O-line holding up very well. Only 4 yards gained on first down is actually kind of a win for our defense as they go with a stretch down to the bottom, picking up another couple yards there. Another 3rd and 3. Can our defense get the stop this time? They come out with a fullback and tight end, one close receiver up top, Godwin. As they go with a play action pass, Burrow will go to Harris. Great stop there from number 31, crashing down on it to get the stop. And Sidney Jones, as we head into the 4th quarter, will finally force a punt. All right, offense. Start of the 4th quarter. We can't have this drive end in anything but a touchdown. Read option, and Minshew maybe gets back to the line. They'll actually credit it as a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11. From the pistol, Minshew in the pocket looks to roll. Has some space, sliding down this time, avoiding the hit. 4 more yards needed on 3rd down as we come out 2 up top. Maybe, 1 more down below off the screen, as it does look like Kendrick Bourne is back out there, so that is good. Dump this one off. Madison will get the first down, just not by much. Still only 3 incompletions for Minshew on the day. He's been accurate. We've taken what the defense has given us. Unfortunately, they're just not giving a lot. Madison, decent run on first down. We'll pick up 5 as Quan Alexander shaken up. He's been pretty solid for him in the middle. That now just leaves Bobby Okereke in what looks like a possible safety coming in the nickel linebacker spot. Does get in on the tackle there. Needing another 4 here on 3rd down with a bunch down below, 1 up top. Minshew from shotgun takes the snap. He's going to roll, has space in the middle with a lead block, and will get the first down up to midfield. As long as he holds onto that ball, I don't care if he takes the contact. It's the Super Bowl, last game of the season, possibly of the series, if we could find a way to get into the end zone and get the ball back quickly. Only 5 minutes left here in this game. We're down a touchdown, but there's still very good hope, knock on wood. With 2 down below, 2 receivers down below, 2 tight ends up top, fake the jet sweep. Madison down the middle with a strong run, carries us for the first. Really changing up where the receivers lining up, tight ends as well. Now trips down to the bottom, 1 tight end up top. Will be another read option. Quan Alexander back, will get the tackle, gain 2 though. And on 2nd and 8 will be a handoff. Gaskin checks in. I feel like it's been a little while since we've seen some Gaskin. He picks up 3, leaving 3rd and 5 as we work the ball down inside the 35. I'm going to go with a pass here on 3rd and 5. Will be Minshew in the pocket, dumping it off. Gaskin is close, but not close enough for the first. 4th and 2. And I definitely want to ensure we go for it here. Alexander Mattison checks in. They only come out with a 3-man front. Should be an easy first down and a good chunk more down to the 20. As you know what, let's stay out here with the squad here. Run some hurry up. Actually don't like this play call. Let's make an audible here. Go with the slant routes instead. Who's going to get open? Going to have to roll out here with Minshew. Doesn't have a lot of stamina. Very slow right now and will slide down at the 15. Still going to stick with a hurry up here. Want to get at least one more play off before the 2-minute warning, as Alexander Mattison will pick up a few. We'll hit the 2-minute warning, needing another first down here. Needing to at least get a touchdown here late. Possibly looking towards overtime right now, as we do get the first down, Ryan Nall. And at this point, I'm thinking drain this clock, ensure we get the touchdown, and do take it into overtime, as there's a big hit coming in from number 6, Marcus May. Madison does carry us down inside the 5, marked actually a little bit inside the 4, closer to the 3, as we go with a run down the middle that does not get very far. Now on 3rd and goal, have 2 more plays, get a tying score here to the back of the end zone. Holding on to it, Brandon Cooks to level this one up, barring the extra point from Rosas. 18 seconds left. We're looking for OT. And with a lot on the line here, we will watch the extra point. As usual from the 22, essentially a 32-yard field goal. But the extra point ties us up. 18 seconds left for Joe Burrow and their high-powered offense. They do have all 3 timeouts as well. Can our defense just get the job done here? Send us into OT, hopefully with a chance to walk it off. That would be fantastic. They start with a run. It's wide open in the middle. Luckily, Thompson makes a big play. I don't know why I keep calling Shaq Thomas in this series. Apologies. 2nd and 3 after the gain of 7. They spread wide to either side. As they go with the dump off. Again, Thompson there to get the quick tackle. Only 1 timeout remains. They probably need about another 20, maybe 30 yards for a field goal. Back at the 38, Joe Burrow in the pocket, goes up top, will find Njoku, who shakes the tackle and steps out. 2 seconds left. Not in field goal range at all. They needed to get to the 41. So it'll be a Hail Mary, or not bust, but Hail Mary or OT, as they have most of them down to the bottom. Joe Burrow, we brought the blitz, and there we go. Thibodeau with, I think, the first sack of the game will send us into overtime. 21-all. I feel like this is the first overtime Super Bowl we've had on this channel, and we win the coin toss. We will be receiving with an opportunity, a chance to walk this game off. Now, can we do it with a kick return? That would be pretty fun. Dante Pettis, the return man for us, does take the knee. All right, Gardner Minshew, it's your time here. Walk us off. Super Bowl champs, 2nd state-only challenge to complete after 1 year. Starting back at the 25 in shotgun. 2 up top, 1 down below as we bring Cooks in motion. He's going to go to like a secondary halfback, fake the possible swing out to him. At least we've never thrown it out to him. He'll pick up 5, and by he, Alexander Mattison, probably should say that because didn't talk about him prior to the snap. Stays out there on 2nd down, and we'll get another handoff cutting towards the top, but stuffed at the line. Might have even lost a yard. Rushing game definitely has not been extremely efficient today, unlike some of our previous postseason games, especially at least the first 2, was really solid. Now Minshew on 3rd down will find Madison. He gets the catch and a good little chunk extra after the first down. Minshew still yet to surpass 100 passing yards on the day, sitting at 92. But he's been really accurate, 13 of 16. As we hand this one off, Gaskin down the middle will squeeze out 3. And he stays out there on 2nd and 7. Looks like our field goal range also about the 41. Good stretch there. Does get the first down. May couldn't bring us down in time. Granted, it wasn't a 3rd or a 4th down anyway, so we still would have had more opportunity. But worth noting, as we hand this one off again, Madison down the middle will pick up a decent... Okay, apparently just 1. Felt like that was more, because I was looking at the red line, not the yellow line. Only a gain of 1 on 1st down. as we'll go right back to the run. Madison will maybe get back to the line. Actually pick up 2 there. Yeah, I don't know. The double lines over here is throwing me off. But 3rd and 7. Need to convert. We're a little bit outside of field goal range. Just need at least a few yards there as Minshew does loft it deep into double coverage. 4th and 7, and we're punting. I would have rather gone for it here. But Hecker, can you at least down him close inside the 10? Inside the 14, I'll take it. But now all Joe Burrow and the Raiders offense need is a field goal. We've forced 2 turnovers today. Can we find a 3rd? He'll dump this one off and they'll get a couple on the play. Pat O will get the quick stop. Pat O is the guy who does have at least one of our interceptions. I don't remember who the other one went to. Either way, it would be nice to get another one. As pass rush working its way in, Vita Vea will drop Burrow back at the 4. 3rd and 20. Defense, you got to get the stop here. If you get the safety and that's how we walk this series off, that would be fantastic. But they go with a handoff towards the top, pushed back at the goal line. No, they say down at the 2, give them some slight forward progress. But they have to punt with not a lot of space. Blocked field goal? Or field goal? Wow. Blocked punt, perhaps? No, they do get it off, but we should have some good starting position. Catching it just about at midfield. Pick up a few yards starting at the 47 already. What, 5-6 yards away from field goal range? Minshew, you could do it for us right here. Nothing flashy, just get the job done. Also, I have no idea what happens here if OT time runs out. Do we just replay the Super Bowl? That would be really interesting as Gaskins does carry the ball all the way down to where we need to possibly be to kick a field goal. So I'm fine just running the ball here. If we get to a 3rd down, we get to a 3rd down. Rosas could send us home. Gaskin spinning off of a man close to the 1st, 3rd and inches. He's still averaging pretty decent yards, 5.2 a carry. Madison hasn't had the same luck, but he's out there here for 3rd and inches. Already said 3rd and inches. Are we going to snap the ball anytime soon, though? There we go. Just taking off a few more seconds and carrying for the 1st down. 20 rushes, only 67 yards. So it's looking more like 3.2 yards a carry for Madison. As we're under a minute and a half here, just continually handing the ball off right down the middle. Only picking up 1 there. Trying to at least spread them out. Maybe we take a shot downfield, maybe not. Who knows with how the spread offense can be called. 3rd and 6. 40 seconds and counting here. Do we just hand the ball off again? Madison down the middle with some space, carrying for another 1st down to the 21. Matt Rush at least helping his stats as we do get a timeout called here. And since they're trying to ice our kicker, we have all timeouts ourselves. Just waste those of the Raiders with Nall down the middle, bringing us down to the 15. Raiders not calling a timeout. So my plan to get rid of their timeouts didn't end up working. Clock runs down to 2. We call a timeout. They call a timeout. But Rosas, to end the series, nails the field goal. The 2nd only state challenge, or state's challenge in this case, to win, defeat, be victorious after just 1 season, tying that of the Carolinas. The Pacific Northwest States Only Challenge is complete, led by quarterbacks Marcus Mariota and in crunch time in the postseason, Gardner Minshew. Didn't even have a chance to use some of the best possible players from the Pacific Northwest, including Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, as a lot of other guys. But at the end of the day, we got the job done. Big thanks to Gardner Minshew. I mean, he had just a dominant mentality of just run through guys. As a quarterback, don't see that a whole lot, but he did it. Defense, while they definitely struggled, Harris had a really good game with the Raiders. We got the job done. Matchups were not fantastic for us. Njoku, big game. Godwin, big game. But Pat O and the defense did force the turnovers when we needed them. And he, because of that, earns player of the game. Your Super Bowl MVP, Pat O. Offensive line also did a really fantastic job. Kept Gardner Minshew clean besides when he wanted to take the hit. But at the end of the day, we host the Lombardi Trophy. Brandon Cooks, I'm pretty sure that's Pat O, yes. We have Gardner Minshew up there, Alexander Madison, and our head coach, Chad Ochocinco, Chad Johnson, will host the Lombardi for the Pacific Northwest Challenge. Oh, there we go. Another state-only challenge complete. But before we wrap up entirely, I do want to take a brief look here at the yearly awards, see if we're going to be taking home anything other than the Lombardi Trophy. The MVP does go to Kenny Pickett. Interesting, with the Dolphins. And Coach of the Year, Mike McDaniel, with the Dolphins. As for the NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Austin Eckler. Defensive Player of the Year, Micah Parsons, was definitely a tough guy for us to get around, but we managed it. DeMarcus Lawrence for us at 4. Offensive Rookie goes to Desmond Ridder. And Defensive Rookie, Tavon Walker. We did have Kayvon Thibodeau down at 6. Best Quarterback, Kirk Cousins. Interestingly enough, Best Running Back, Austin Eckler. Best Receiver, DeAndre Hopkins. That Buccaneers team was really good and very difficult to beat, but we managed to do it in the NFC Conference Championship without scoring any points with our offense. Best O-line, Quentin Nelson. Best D-line, Aaron Donald. We did have DeMarcus Lawrence at 2. Best linebacker, Micah Parsons. Best DB, Jameel Dean. And best kicker, Eddie Pinheiro. Rosas was at 9, and he didn't really have a great season. But he did win us the Super Bowl. At least he kicked the field goal to seal it. As for the AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Chris Olave. Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year. Chris Olave, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Jermaine Johnson, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Kenny Pickett, Best Quarterback. Derrick Henry, Best Running Back. Chris Olave, Best Receiver. Corey Linsley, Best O-Line. Myles Garrett, Best D-Line. Hassan Reddick, Best Linebacker. Tre'Davious White, Best DB. And Mason Crosby, Best Kicker. So no other hardware for us, but we had some guys in the running. Now, obviously, with this being complete, we will be starting a new state-only challenge. Depending on when this one ended up actually coming out due to the light goals, will be most likely on the next Wednesday and Saturday. If this is coming out on like a Tuesday, obviously can't have it out on Wednesday because tomorrow will be voting day. I've had requests in the comments about what states we want to see. I've had requests for a Maryland and a Michigan. Now, both of those are part of a group of states. I'm going to crunch the numbers again because the numbers for the conglomerate of states are pretty high. Essentially, I just want to make sure we have a large variety of players to choose from. So I'm going to crunch the numbers again, see maybe if those two can hold their own on a state-only challenge or if they need to be a part of that group. But those two will definitely be in the running on voting day, and I'll throw in another. I always typically do 3. So make sure you guys are keeping an eye out on either my Twitter. You could follow the links down below for that, or the community tab here on YouTube. As long as you subscribe, which bear icon on the bottom right, easily way to do it, or just scroll down, hit the subscription button, and tick that bell icon so you're notified of when I post videos, when I post polls as well. So if you do both of those, you'll be notified of when the poll is actually posted. I will take all combined votes from both the YouTube community tab and Twitter to choose our new state-only challenge. That means you have 2 chances to vote if you go over to Twitter as well as the community tab. So if you like 2 options, you can vote for those 2 options and not vote for the third. It's all up to you and what you want to do there, but I will combine all votes and choose the new starting team from that. So definitely stay tuned. Tomorrow that poll will be posted fairly early on, and typically get that posted around, I want to say 10, maybe 11 Pacific time. So do your calculations to your time. But yeah, so that'll be posted tomorrow. That way I could get the next episode recorded as quickly as possible so we could get started on a new state-only challenge. And I'm probably, hopefully, I'll actually remember to do this in time, create a graphic to start the next episode showing the states that we have done and how quickly we've completed the challenge with those. So just kind of keep up to date on these state-only challenges. So until next time, make sure you do the things, the subscribing, the bell icon, comment if you want a specific state included in that poll as quickly as possible, so that way it can be included tomorrow. But until next time, where we're going to be starting a new state-only challenge, as well as continuing all the other series we have going. But until next time, we'll see you guys later. Goodbye.